You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Hey guys, Gregory here. Today I have another cool song for you. We're going to be learning how to play You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones. Now I'm going to be giving you two ways to play the song. The first is going to be without a capo and the second is going to be with a capo. And the reason why I'm teaching you two ways is because I find this song a bit difficult to sing. If you're anything like me and you're not a professional singer, it is quite high. So if we use the capo, we can sort of use it to lower the key of the song, which would make it quite easy or easier to sing. Other than that, the song is fairly simple. It has mainly 3 chords in it. The bridge has a couple others, but we'll talk about that separately. And I'm going to give you 2 strumming patterns that you can use to sort of emulate the different energies that you get when you switch between the verse and the chorus. So if you enjoy lessons like these, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it will help me to grow my channel. And of course, if you would like me to teach a particular song, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. So let's get to the lesson. So the song has really just 3 chords in it. There is a bridge that we can find in the middle of the song that has its own set of chords. So we'll go through that one separately a bit later on. And what I will do is I'll first go through the song as if we're playing it without the capo. We'll go through the chords and the strumming pattern, and then I'll repeat for those of you who would like to use a capo. I'll go through the chords, but not the strumming pattern again, because it's the same strum regardless of if you use the capo or not. So without the capo, the 3 chords that we will find in the verse and the chorus are C, so that's the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret 4th string, 1st finger on the 1st fret 2nd string, and we can strum 5 strings for C, the 5th to the 1st. The next chord is an F. I'm going to give you an F major 7, which is a nice chord to use so that we can avoid using a bar chord for F. So the F is the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 4th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string, and the 1st finger goes on the 1st fret 2nd string. And we want to try to strum 4 strings. If you accidentally hit the 5th string, it's fine, but really try to avoid hitting that low E. It can really muddy the sound of the F. The 3rd chord we'll find is a D, so that is the 1st finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret 1st string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and we strum 4 strings for D, the 4th to the 1st. The first thing I have to say about the song before we get into the strumming patterns is that this song has what we call a swing or shuffle feel. And it's a bit difficult to describe, but if I were to try to describe it, it has a sort of galloping or bouncy rhythm to it. It's a lot easier if I just give you an example. So I will play the first strumming pattern for you a bit slowly, and I'll play it in a straight feel, which is what you don't want, and then I'll play it again in a swing feel, which is what we do want. And hopefully you can hear the difference. So this is the first strumming pattern in a straight feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. All right, we don't want that. We want one that sounds more like this. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to straight. And swing. All right, so you can especially hear it at the end where I do the down, up. It goes cha, 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 cha. If it was straight, it goes cha, 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 cha. All right, so we want the swing version, which is the bouncy cha-cha-cha-cha sort of rhythm. So now let's get into how to play these two strumming patterns. So here's the first strumming pattern. We can use it in the first verse and chorus of the song, and maybe right after that we can pick it up with the second one that I'll show you after, or you can decide where and when you would like to use it for yourself. It goes like this: down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, once more: down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So what I'll do, like I said, it is a swing feel and it's a bit difficult to pick up if you're new to it. So I will play it slowly. It's going to be a little bit easier to hear that swing when I play it much slower. So let's practice it together. I'll do it a couple of times really slowly after 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. One more time. The second strumming pattern is meant to be more energetic than the first. A good place to introduce it could be right after the first chorus. It goes like this. And that is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, over and over. And let's practice it now together. Once more, I'm going to do it really slowly because it's a swing feel. And like I said before, it's a lot easier to understand swing feel if we practice it slowly. So after 4, I'm playing it on C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so maybe you've gotten the hang of those two strums, but maybe you're also getting difficulty switching between them because they're two slightly different rhythms. So what we'll do now is we will practice switching between them. I'm going to play the first chorus where it kind of goes from a low energy to a higher energy, and I'll play it fairly slowly. And what you can do is you can practice along with me and just rewind the video as many times as you need to try to get the hang of this. What I also do is when we get to the D, I switch my strum, I guess, into a third strumming pattern, but that's a very simple one. It's one where we just do all downs. So we have this. It's the part of the song that goes, but if you try sometimes, you might find, right? It's all downs there. It's sort of a build up into the next part of the song. So let's go. I'm going to play the chorus, the first chorus, and I'm going to switch between those strumming patterns. So it starts with the first strumming pattern after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. And they build. Try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Finally, let's talk about the bridge. It has its own chords and strumming pattern, but I promise you it's fairly simple to do, or you can just leave it out when you're playing it. I'll play it for you first, and then I'll explain everything that I'm doing. I'll start a little bit behind from the part that goes, you get what you need. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. You get what you need. And the bridge goes. And back to the strum. All right. So there are 4 chords in there. Some of them are what I would call slash chords. So the first chord, now this is my interpretation of it. I think it's a G over A. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and the pinky finger goes on the 3rd fret 1st string. And what we would try to do is we try to want to mute the 6th string. So we can use the thumb to just gently come over to touch that 6th string so that it mutes it. And then we can strum away. And that's our first chord. Let's call it a G over A for now. The second chord, we're just going to add the 1st finger to the 2nd fret 5th string. And we're going to strum the same thing. Still muting the 6th string with our thumb. And let's call that a G over B. The 3rd chord is what we would call a C add 9. So we put the middle finger down now on the 3rd fret 5th string. And we can just play it like that. I think that is fine. So we just added the middle finger there. And then the 4th chord is going to be a D. So we take the middle finger off and we put it on the 2nd fret 3rd string. Right? It's really a D suspended 4. And we strum 4 strings for that D suspended 4, the 4 to the 1st. And the last chord is going to be a G. We can just place the middle finger on the 3rd fret 6th string. Right? And that would be the 5 chords, I think it was 5 chords that we find in the bridge. Now the strumming pattern that we're going to use is all downs, and you can count it like this. It goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You kind of put in the accent on the first and the second one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Next chord. 1, 2, 3. Next chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then G. And then go back into the regular strum. Okay? And that is the bridge. Now let's talk about how we would play the song if we were using the capo. So to play the song in its original key, we would have to put the capo on the 5th fret. But if you're like me and you want to lower the key of the song to make it easier to sing, you can choose whichever fret you want to put it on below the 5th. I like to go for maybe like the 3rd or so. So I'm going to put it back on the 5th fret for now. And let's go through the chords. The chords, the same 3 chords in this case would now be G, C, and A. But let's play them like this. The G, we will put the 1st finger on the 2nd fret 5th string, middle finger on the 3rd fret 6th string. We're going to put the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and then the pinky is going to go on the 3rd fret as well, but on the 1st string. So we have this very bright sounding G. And the C is going to look just like this. We're just going to lower these 2 fingers. So the middle finger goes down to the 5th string, and the 1st finger goes down to the 4th string. And this chord, it's a C, but it's actually called a C add 9 because of the way that we're holding it right now. So with this G and this C, it's very easy to switch between those 2 chords. The next chord, we're going to follow the same thing. We're going to leave these 2 fingers here, but we're going to make something of an A shape with these 2 fingers. So the 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret 4th string, and the middle finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string, and we can strum 5 strings for this A. And those would be the 3 chords. Final thing, how will we play the bridge section with the capo on? Well, once again, the chords will be a little bit different, but the strumming pattern, like I explained previously, is going to be the same. So the first chord is going to look like this. We're going to put the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 1st string, and we're going to put the middle finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string. And we want to try to intentionally mute the 1st string, so you can kind of lean your fingers back a little bit, because I don't really like the way that this open 1st string sounds. And this is our first chord. We can strum all the strings as long as we're muting the open 1st string. So this is something of a D over E, right? That's what I'll call the chord. Following that, the second chord in the bridge, we're going to add the first finger to the second fret 6th string, and we could once again strum all 6 strings, provided that we mute the first string, the first high E string. The third chord is just going to be a G, so we can now just place the middle finger on the 3rd fret 6th string. Right, you can also add your first finger on the 2nd fret 5th string if you wish. The third chord is going to be an A. It's the same A that we played previously without the first string, of course. So the first finger goes on the 2nd fret 4th string, and the middle finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string. And we want to try to strum the 5th down to the 1st, still muting the 1st open E string. And the last chord is going to be a regular D major chord. So we can put the first finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string, and the middle finger goes on the 2nd fret 1st string, and we just strum that. And that would be the last chord that takes us back to the chorus or the verse, I think. So the bridge with the capo on would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next chord, and the G, A, and the D, and the regular strum. Right, so there you have it. So guys, if you're looking to add some expression to the way that you strum, if you find that your strumming may be starting to sound a bit stale, one of the first things you can do is to pay attention to the technique of your strumming. Strumming is something that's very overlooked because of how simple it is to get the hang of. But if you were to take another look at technique and things like that, you find that it would really help with your ability to express the things you want to play on the instrument. So for that, I have a lesson that you can find down in the description. It's a short 3-minute lesson. It goes over the basic techniques that are involved in strumming, and it gives you ways to really control the way that you play. So do that, go down in the description, submit your email in the link that you find there, and you'll get that short but very powerful lesson in your inbox. I saw her today at the reception, glass of wine in her hand. I knew she was gonna meet her connection. At her feet was a footloose man. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. So that is it for the lesson, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. But until next time, goodbye.